Hello viewers, welcome once again to Jukes Online Maths class. Please, if today is your first time of watching my online videos, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jukes Online Maths class so as to get notified whenever I drop a new video. And as well, you can follow me on Facebook also at Jukes Online Maths class so as to get yourself acquainted with mathematics. Okay, what do you have today? Someone sent me this question from a prominent university in the state. Look at the question. Is basically a limit. That is limit of a function. I have evaluate limit of this expression as x tends to 3. Okay, the question is very simple. We can solve it. It's very simple. With the normal knowledge you have when it comes to limit of a function, we are meant to do what? Substitute directly in this expression. And when we do that, we are going to have, if we substitute, we have the limit of this expression. Since x is tending to 3, we are meant to do what? Substitute for the value of x in this expression. When we do that, we'll have, whichever place at all we see x, we'll remove it and substitute with what? 3. When we do that, we'll have 3 minus 3 over square root of 3 minus square root of 3, which will automatically give us 3 minus 3, we're having 0 over square root of 3 minus square root of 3 will actually give us what? 0 as well. But when we look at this, it is now undefined if we substitute directly in this expression. And limit of a function can never be undefined. What now are we going to do in this case? Hope there is a solution. Yes, automatically there will be a solution for this. How then do we solve this? Let me bring out the expression first. We'll have x minus 3 over square root of x minus square root of 3. How do we go about solving this kind of problem now? Okay. With the knowledge you have when it comes to indices, I can decide to find the square root of each of the term in this numerator. When I find the square root of each of the term, I will have something like square root of x, then I will also square root of, I'll find the square root of what? 3. Now, if you look at this numerator, it has the kind of deviated standardly from the initial numerator. Now, what do we do? If I decide to square each of these square term, automatically I have returned back to this initial expression. Because if you have the knowledge of indices, these two, this square can actually cancel out what? The square root. And as well, this square here can also cancel out the square root, returning me back to what? The initial expression. So if this is equals to this, I can apply difference of two squares at the numerator. When I do that, if I apply difference of two squares at the denominator, I'll just open two brackets, have plus in one, then minus in the other. I have square root of x raised to power 2, which means I can just place one of the square root of x in one side of the bracket, and as well square root of x in this side of the bracket, with knowledge you have when it comes to difference of two squares in solving quadratic equation. Then as well, square root of 3 can be here because it's squared is 2. I can have it as well here, square root of 3. All this over square root of x minus square root of 3. You can see I have a kind of factor this or factorize this using difference of two square. Now, if we observe this numerator now, you can see that one of the factor in the numerator is equivalent to what? The denominator. If that is the case, I can easily cancel out the both. So I'm now left with square root of x plus square root of 3. So here now, I can simply assign my limit and get my final result. So I'm now solving limit as x tends to 3 of this expression, square root of x plus square root of 3. So here I can now substitute directly in this expression and get my final value. When I do that, since x tends to 3, it means whichever place I have the value of x here, I will substitute it with what? 3. When I do that, I will have this will be equals to square root of x is 3. I'll have square root of 3 plus square root of 3. which will eventually give me square root of 3 plus square root of 3. I will be having 2 sub what 3, and this is my final result if I express the limit as x tends to 3. Okay, thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so as to get notified whenever interesting topic like this details. Thank you and God bless you.